for you guys of this really great place that is called the Dodekalitten, which is in the southern part of Denmark. Let's just check. I'll be using the FLIP for this. Let's just give it a fresh battery here. There's one here that's fresh. There's a lot of stuff going on here. So just take it off like that. Pop in a new one. This is such a magnificent design that they have made, DJI. I know a lot of you guys don't like it, but I like it a lot. It's very practical, and yeah. So let's just get this airborne, and I will show you some of the few moves that I use every time that I'm out recording stuff here. And now we need to put it into almost 100% warranty that this will go wrong. Okay, so let's just move this to 2.4K regular 30 FPS. I think that would be nice. And because we have a lot of stuff going on here today, enhanced warning zone and stuff, I think I will choose, then I will choose the D-Lock M, and I will make sure that the color display assistant is enabled. And this is because it's sunrise, so it's kind of in a position where the camera is getting a bit challenged. And this is my operator ID here.
Manual mode. Manual mode. Manual mode. Manual mode.
Okay. Okay, so now we're ready. Let's get this airborne so I can fly out and show you what it's all about. So. And I can just show you my new car. So I'm done with the glass roof. So I bought a BMW instead. BMW. Bayerische Motorenwerke. It's not BMW. So maybe you have seen that video online. So this is not going to be a stealth ninja operation. Those are supposed to be 12 sculptures. So this is basically a modern version of Stonehenge. Just put up there. Maybe it's hard for you to see those right now, because I have a hard time seeing them on the screen. So now they're appearing. So do something like this. This is not easy. It's underexposed here, so let's just put it to the normal exposure. So now you can see them, I guess. I hope. Hey, why is it so difficult to see? So I just need to turn up the brightness of the screen here. So now you can see them. They're down there. Let's start a little bit of a recording here. So now you can see the 12 sculptures. They are not all in place right now. So what we can do now is we can fly around them. Because that's one of the moves that I use every time that I'm out filming. That is the manual point of interest. So I fly around these sculptures. The idea with those are, by the way, they are pretty huge. They are very huge. Maybe I can show you if I fly closer. But they are 12 different faces, that are representing the diversity of the population down here in the southern part of Denmark. It's now it's really overexposed. So let's get it down so it's more reasonable. So you can see. They look like these, what is it called? Tic Tacs? Pes. Candy dispensers. So if I just, I think I can zoom in here, you can see all of those faces looking in the center. And it's like a art installation. So there'll be music playing there as well if you go there on the ground. See some of the other ones over here. So, okay, but the idea with this video was basically to show you some of the moves that I'm using when I'm out filming. And one particular move that I like to do is I just like to keep everything super simple. So I would maybe go down here to this position, and then I could decide that I want to fly through this. I could go lower. I'm not sure that I'm going to do that, but I'm just flying forward here. Very simple motion. Not too much hassle. Just flying forward. Only one stick. So another one that I'm often using is I'm using the top down. The top down, that is actually pretty brilliant. It gives a different perspective than what you can get with the camera normally. So just fly up here, and then you can twist it. You decide to twist it a little bit here with the yaw stick to add a little bit of spice to your shooting. Say it like this. So there you can see the formation. But 12 sculptures, that is what it's supposed to be when it's done. See, there's a nice little harbor over there. So if you go down here to visit this place, you can go and grab some food. It's down there. That's definitely a possibility. Let's just zoom in so I can show you. So this is also where you catch the ferry to some of the small islands that are in the background here. Which is, by the way, now I'm doing this panning motion. I very rarely do that because it looks awful. You see, if I go to one side, it's not looking particularly good. So it's getting choppy, and this is I guess because the camera is not good enough to support that kind of motion. It moves too fast. So another move that I use very often is just a simple one. So we want to make sure that there's no people around here. So let's just do this one. But that's just a simple reveal shot. So let's say that we go in here. We need to be a little bit careful here because we don't have any sensors on the drone. So let's just go outside the circle when we do this. So a simple reveal shot. So let's just, so we are maybe here. So we can cheat a little bit. We can just lock onto the centerpiece here with the tracking functionality of the drone and use the spotlight feature. So then I just back off while I climb. So in this way I will reveal the structure and what's surrounding the structure. What's surrounding the structure. And again, I can do the manual point of interest here. If I have a hard time doing that, I can just cheat like I've done here and select the structure. And then I simply fly to the side. I had this case where I had to teach some guys that were pretty new to flying drones to do the manual point of interest, and they had a hard time even getting the drone off the ground. So I showed them this trick that you can just use the tracking functionality and lock onto the subject, and then you simply just fly to the side like I'm doing here. And then you will get something that's useful. You have to remember you're not using the full 360 around the object that you're filming. So there will probably be sections that you can use. Then another one that I'm using very often is, instead of doing the panning thing, where you are flying the camera outside in to sort of to pan the area, I'm doing a simple panning left to right, something like this. Just let the drone slide past the object that you want to film. No fancy stuff, just the right stick that you move in one direction, very gentle. And you can, to your advantage, use a filter when you're doing this to slow down the shutter, because it is very, very hard to get this smooth. I don't have any filters on yet, and now I just switch it down into a cine mode, and in this way I'm getting a very, very slow motion. So those are some of the simple moves that I teach the students that I have in the Drone Like a Pro program. And you could argue that it's pretty trivial, but if you practice this enough, then you will have like an arsenal of shots that you can bring when you go out. So you are pretty sure that you have something when you get back home that is useful. And one mistake that I see a lot of drone pilots do is that they fail to include close-ups. And right now we can use the drone for the close-ups here. What I would suggest to do is that you go on site. You go simply to the location, and then you have a secondary camera. It can even be your cell phone. Then go and shoot some close-ups of the stuff that is on site. Yeah, maybe I want to show this statue here, so I can add a little bit of movement to it. So. It's such a beautiful morning here, yeah. So make sure to include some details. You could include, I think there's a sign down here somewhere. Yeah. You could include the signs down here. So, and that's possible when you're getting close by. You can do like a close-up with your phone or something that will show the signs and maybe a little bit information, like a fact box, like a video-based fact box about the place where you are. So that's definitely a possibility. So the reason why I brought the Flip today and not the Mini 4 Pro, which have been my preferred weapon to this, is because I actually wrecked it. I was doing like active track, trying to film my new car here. And I can only confirm what Ken Heron is saying, that trees are dicks. So it got caught by a small branch at the top of the tree, and then it fell like 15 meters, and then it broke a back leg, and yeah. So it's not flying right now. So, but that's what happens, you know. It's the people that do stuff that break stuff. The rest are just complaining and being wise guys what I should have done. And of course, I would always encourage you to play around. Spend some time exploring the different camera angles. What can I do? What looks cool? What doesn't look cool? When you get back to the computer, you would see stuff that you thought looked pretty cool when you were out there. Looks pretty awful. So another one, if you're doing like real estate shots or something like that, a shot that you want to include is something that reveals the surroundings. We did the reveal shot before, where I was sort of locked onto the center of the circle, and then I was backing off to show what was behind everything. But we could do another one that is even more simple. Maybe this is not the best example in the world, but let's say we are here behind the statue. We can't really see anything. Maybe we're behind a hill. Maybe we're behind something. So what we just do here is a very, very simple thing, is that we just go straight up. No fancy stuff, just straight up. In this way, you would be able to reveal the surroundings of where the building is located, that you're out filming, or the object. So you get an idea, what does the surroundings look like? And of course that can be supplemented with, let's take the harbor over there. And you probably would like to fly closer by, but I'm not sure that I have enough battery to explore that option right now. I can just do it a little bit. So, and if you have a drone with multiple cameras, of course you should utilize the zoom. That will give you this advantage. See, now the boat is back, the ferry is back. That is connecting to this island on the other side. Okay, so now I get the return to home warning. I don't want to mess around with that, so it's we just let it get back to me here. Try to develop your own set of moves. Think about it next time you are out filming. When you are rewatching the stuff, when you're back at the computer, then try and compile a list of stuff that you know would look good. Because one of the issues that I see with the students that I have is that they have all these great ideas when we're talking about it. I should shoot this, I should shoot that. It's really, really easy. I can make something look really, really stunning. And they can. Most of them can. But the problem is when they get on site, they can't remember. Once the drone is airborne, they can't really remember all the stuff. So bring a little written note with you and then plot down the moves that you're going to do. And then go out, not on a client shoot, because you have a lot of other pressure when you're doing it that way. But just for yourself with a cup of coffee, go out and practice those moves so you know what you need to do when you get out there on a paid gig. So we're getting back here. It's actually pretty early that you're getting the low battery warning, like 26-7%. So, but that's nice. That's fine. We need to conclude this video anyway. So I thought it was. I was out here doing some other testing, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to shoot another video using the flip. I think I'll just stop it here and make sure that I bring it down, not into these trees. And I guess we did do. It does have a collision sensor in the front, so it's not completely true that it's not protected, but it's IR, so it's not as efficient as the one that you see on some of the other drones. Let's get it back here. So yeah, so the flip, that is a flipping awesome. So see the sensor here in the front, that's an IR sensor. Whoop. All right, so I hope you enjoyed a revisit to this very unique place in the southern parts of Denmark that's called the Dodekalitten. It's, as said, it's the idea is that it's going to be 12 sculptures, pretty huge ones, pretty heavy ones, that are going to represent the diversity of the people down here in the southern part of Denmark. So it'll be different faces, colors, expressions, stuff like that. So I think this will be a sculpture that will be here for many, many years to come. So if you visit Denmark, then you should definitely go down here and see this one. That's worth the experience. So, all right. And if you're wondering about the teaching that I'm doing, this is primarily something that I do for Danes. So if you are a Dane among the audience and vil gerne lære at tjene 5.000 kroner om måneden med din drone, jamen så har jeg lavet et gratis webinar, som du kan se igennem et link, som er i beskrivelsen herunder. So, I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next one.